What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on trade rumors surrounding three members of the New York Rangers: Mike Del Zotto, Ryan Callahan, and Dan Girardi. I think it's ludicrous to trade Callahan. I think a deal will get done. He's their captain. He's a fan favorite on Broadway, and obviously it's the same team that, I read on Twitter. Someone tweeted something like, you know, I can't see the Rangers trading Callahan, but then again, they did trade Brian Leak once upon a time, but those different set of circumstances. Leak was suffice to say on the back end of his career, but Callahan is a Ranger through and through, and I expect that to remain the case going forward. But the two defensemen are it's one of them will get moved for sure. Ottawa has a lot of interest in Del Zotto, who has been one of the most inconsistent players in the NHL since he came into the league. Showed flashes as a rookie, was minus a lot, and then had pretty decent offensive numbers, and then at 20 he was in the minors, and then I think 2 years ago him and McDonough really emerged as catalysts for the Rangers on the back end, but he's regressed a lot, and the contract situation last year was pain in the ass for the Rangers and Del Zotto, but I can definitely see him playing for the Ottawa Senators as soon as next week, and I think the Bruins will be in on him and Girardi as well. The Bruins need a defenseman in Seidenberg's absence. I just don't see them. They'd go for Girardi, not Del Zotto, just because I don't think he fits Claude's system too well in terms of defensive acumen. And they already have, Krug, who at times can be a liability defensively. So that's something to keep my eye on going forward. But I think Girardi, he like Callahan, he plays with a lot of passion. He's a fan favorite. Does a lot of things that don't show up in the stat sheets, but he's got to get paid this summer. And given this is going to be the last year the cap's down, it's going to be tough for the Rangers to retain. I mean, if it was a year or two later, they could definitely open a bank for him. But given the fact that they have Lundqvist and Rick Nash and now McDonough and Stepan, those guys locked up. Stepan not as long term as the other guys, but catch my drift. It's going to be difficult in a cap-driven league to keep Girardi and guys like that under contract. But especially if they move Del Zotto, it's going to be tough to move Girardi as well, given Stahl's injury history. And that's, it's not an ideal situation for say there. The Rangers are underachieving, but they're not out of it because the division sucks, for lack of a better word. And, it's going to be something to watch going forward. I think at least one of those three will get traded. But, it's a cop-out answer. I say in the likeliness of being traded, Del Zotto, Girardi, and then Callahan. I really cannot see Ryan Callahan playing for that team. Like I said, he come up through that organization. He is a Ranger, and I expect that to remain that way for a long time going forward. But I think I touch on those three because gotta start wheeling and dealing now if you want to make the playoffs. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Rangers' three trade candidates in episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.